are.
Can I-
We hope to have other young people's groups.
Can I suggest maybe, Councilman, Deputy Supervisor Villanova, I'd like to nominate one or two people from the board to support you to make sure this thing moves forward. Obviously, we have Mr. Arcaro working with you, our ombudsman, Mr. Thomas, who is a volunteer, happens to work in the town as well. But I'd like to have a board member participate. I don't know, or members. At least just to help from time to time.
Just given my profession, I'd be able to give.
You felt the glare of the...
I'd be able to give you a lot of my resources, so.
We would appreciate it.
I mean, look...
I'll do what I can do, although my work tends to be more above ground.
Look, I can't... I want to thank Mr. Thomas and Mr. Kissner, to have citizen volunteers come up and propose these kinds of projects. It's long overdue. I wanted you to know that we have the full support of this board to make it a successful project. I'm hopeful no later than a year from today we can maybe organize a visit and come back with some pictures having achieved a lot of what you've put in your plan here today, and I want you to know that you have the full support and commitment from this board to make that happen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kissner.
Thank you.
Okay, from cemetery to peace guard. Mr. Nowotnik?
Does he want to do his report while he's up here?
Oh, good. Why don't you, yes, thank you for reminding me, Councilwoman Mendocino. Mr. Nowotnik, your report, your monthly report on the park.
Yeah, that I don't have for you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would have had it in your packet.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
apologize. We will update it next time.
Would you be so kind as to send an email to the board members?
I will do so.
Thank you.
Okay, the Peace Garden project started out kind of as an ad hoc type of project as well. And we were able to secure the support of the Friends of Crawford Park. We had a committee, loosely about 10 to 12 people, in terms of people actually working and so forth. It was more like 5 or 6. But we identified an area in the park. I think I had shown the council the specific area that we had designated. We developed criteria for the contest. We coordinated a 50-50 share of the prize money, which totals a grand total of $475. And we received 5 entries to the contest. And in fact, we had a judging back on last Thursday. Eleanor Herman from the Friends of Crawford Park was on the panel. Teresa Stevens from the Friends of Crawford Park were on the panel, and I was on the panel. So the 3 judges met, reviewed the various applicants, interesting ideas, some very, very expensive, some not so, but we settled on the following. First place, which was designated as $250, would go to Lori Daher Lisk, L-I-S-K. She is out of West Harrison, and I can pass along at least I mean, the thing is these are multiple-page presentations here. But in essence, her garden was a cornucopia of white, if you will, that was blended in with some additional pathways, as well as a very nice pool and bronze statue in the middle. So she wound up meeting all the criteria that were established for the contest, as well as, in our opinion, produced the best possible design. I'll just give you one to pass out to give you a flavor of the kind of work that she put forth. Okay. And again, that was $250 for first place. The second prize went to Michelle Miller. Michelle Miller is a professional landscape designer. and she is out of Yonkers. Okay, and again, she came forth with what we thought was an exceptional design, a tremendous amount of detail, something that you would expect from a professional.
Can you hold up? Can you hold up for the?
Well, it's hard. Again,
Maybe you can. Yeah, but let's just so the people give some people. I mean, Tom, can you get a picture of that at all? No.
Okay, we can. We were thinking of posting at least some
Please.
of this on the website.
Absolutely, yes.
When it was completed.
Yep.
Okay, this will give you a sense of Michelle Miller's design. And again, that was a $150 prize. And I mean, these things, a lot of work went into some of this stuff. And these people obviously went to the site. They actually visited the park, some on multiple occasions.
How many applications do we get?
5.
Okay.
Okay. So she has a tremendous amount of detail in here. And again, to give you an idea, she provided an estimate of $40,000 to implement the garden. Okay.
What was the estimate on the first one?
She really didn't provide an estimate. An estimate was not, it was requested but not required.
Okay.
Again, remember, part of the rules of the contest were that there was no obligation on the part of the town council to implement any of the designs or parts of the designs or what have you. So the town council has still a blank slate for itself. The purpose of the contest was to generate ideas.
Right.
And these are ideas that we could blend or ignore depending on how we feel. All right, and the last, I shouldn't say last, the third place finisher, and I think Giovanna Villanova.
Oh.
Giovanna Villanova is in the 2nd grade. And Giovanna,
Gianna, just Gianna.
I'm sorry, Gianna Villanova, I apologize. But again, she submitted a design that met all the criteria and frankly had some interesting pieces in it that the group voted on. And by the way, we did vote in independent fashion, and frankly, she aced out 2 other people.
Were the other 2 applicants from the town also?
No, surprisingly enough, we had very few from the town. The 4th applicant was an M. Rowan from Harrison, again. I guess a lot of plant people in Harrison. And the 5th application, hang on a second, I have him here. Well, we think it's a him. We don't know. It was received by internet, and it did not quite have the level of detail that we were looking for.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, but he was from, or that applicant was from Portchester, and so we had 2 applicants from Portchester and 3 from out of town. All right, so that's about it. We will assemble this in a little bit better fashion for the council to take a look at. Is that the one? Yeah, that's Michelle Miller.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Nowotnik, for organizing that. And congratulations to the Peace Garden Award winners. Now, I guess our next step is to submit this, or should we create a committee to look at this and then take this forward?
I don't know if he's done.
Who's our?
You have a group already.
Right.
I don't know quite how you want to handle that. As I said, there were about 11 people, I think, that actually were part of the group.
Well, okay, so we have the 3.
We have 5 or 6 people that were active in it. And in fact,
But what do we do from here? I'm not sure what it was.
Tom Kissner was one of them.
Right. But so we have.
We needed to first. This was the first process.
Yep.
Then we needed to identify the items that we were going to finalize into the actual project, and then identify funding, because I know there was external funding and possible